All right, fellas. So the Knicks were not able to mount a 20-point comeback for the third consecutive game. They dropped game 3 of the Eastern Conference semifinals, 115-93, at home to the Boston Celtics, in what was a very disappointing performance, really. In a game 3, you're up 2-0, going back home, you have a chance to really take control of the series. 3-0 has never been come back from in the history of the NBA, and you really just come out super flat, all right? First half, nothing was going on offense. Absolutely nobody had anything. Jalen Brunson was pump faking and just driving himself into more difficult shots all the time. Mikal Bridges, multiple times, would get to the mid-range, have a solid enough look, and just hesitate for some reason. Whether he was feeling the contest from the rear or the side, he would go up, rise up, have a good enough look, and then he would just panic and, he would try and either kick it out to someone else or try and shoot it late. And one time it resulted in just straight up a travel. He just did not get the shot off because he got scared. And another time he turned it over, just not nearly good enough. Again, did not give you anything in the first half. OG did absolutely nothing on offense. I can't even there's not even a moment to make fun of. He did nothing. Cat offensively, I thought he was fine. Once again, the Celtics don't really have a great matchup for him, but the Knicks offense just, for some reason, sometimes they fall into this habit where they just don't get him the ball in advantageous positions. And it's mind-numbing at this point. Defensively, it was just, my goodness, it was awful, okay? Complete just 180 from what the Knicks did in Boston. I don't know if it's on Tibbs or if it's on Cat, but Cat did not nearly play at the level highly enough. It seemed like he was in drop. I don't know, again, if that's on Tom Thibodeau for going back to drop coverage or if it's on Cat for just not getting up high enough. I know Tibbs is a stubborn guy, but I don't think he would go back to drop after, seeing proof of concept for switching, but I don't know. Multiple times, OG just looked visibly frustrated at Cat for not coming up to the level and just letting Tatum get wide open walk-up threes. The Knicks doubled whenever Jalen Brunson was on island, and it led to wide open threes. First 2 games, they let Brunson play straight up. They said, okay, you want to, mismatch hunt and try and get Jalen Brunson island? We'll live with it. He can hold up. And he did in Boston. You come back home and you start doubling. I don't get it. And finally, once again, the Knicks have not been able to finish possessions. They just cannot rebound defensively. It's very frustrating. Second half, they come out and it seems like they're playing more in switch, and you did get better results. But still, it's just, you dug yourself into too big of a hole when your offense did not have anything going again. Early on in the third quarter, Celtics built the lead to 31, and you could just tell it wasn't going to happen again. You could just tell they didn't have the juice. It wasn't that, they were playing good defense, they just couldn't get anything to fall. They were not doing anything good. No phase of the game was good. The passing was bad. The defense was bad. The shooting was bad. The rebounding was bad. Everything was bad. 44-47 advantage in the second half for the Knicks, so you did outscore them. So I guess if there's one thing to take away, it is that when you play the switching scheme that we showed more in the second half, even when you're not really going the best offensively, you can still hang, okay? So some takeaways here is just, once again, you need to have that switching scheme, okay? Because even despite the fact that the Celtics led by 31 points in the third quarter, Jason Tatum still did not have a fantastic game. He was much better, don't get me wrong. 5 for 9 on threes. He was hitting a bunch of really tough pull-ups. But still, 8 for 20 from Jason Tatum, you'll live with that, okay? 22 points. Jaylen Brown had it really going early, but once again, second half, he slowed down. Only 7 for 18, 39% of the field. Porzingis, another weak showing. So the Knicks can win these games if they just stay stout defensively. And just get anything going on offense, okay? In the fourth quarter, they really got something going. They started to hit shots, but again, it was just too little too late. In terms of who was great for the Celtics, unfortunately, it was Peyton Pritchard. And, I can live with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White cooking the Knicks. When Peyton Pritchard cooks the Knicks, I get irrationally angry, okay? Please, someone else do it, okay? If it was Drew Holiday, who hit like 7 threes a day, whatever, okay? I cannot. I don't know. It's just something about his face. I can't. It just gets me upset when Peyton Pritchard cooks the Knicks, okay? So please, better job on him next time out. Some takeaways for what we can do better and how we can hopefully take Game 4 to go up 3-1. You have to come out stronger on defense. You have to come out in the switching scheme. You have to communicate better. In terms of offense, you have to just generate good looks, okay? I don't know how you're going to do it, but you have to, okay? I don't know if we're going to set some pick and pops for Cat. We're going to feed Cat down low. We're going to try and get Mikal going. We're trying to get Josh Hart going, downhill versus not big men, because that did not go well today. Just try something, okay? We need to get easy looks early on, because you cannot consistently come out dropping, like 30% field goal shooting in the first quarter and expect to just be able to come back from that versus Celtics. You cannot do it, okay? Defensively, once again, like I said, switch, but also don't double when Brunson is one-on-one, okay? He can hold up. He's not just going to get immediately blown by. He'll make them work for it. He'll make them shoot a not, ridiculously easy shot that a wide open three that they could generate off of a double would generate. So please just get back to what was working. This was a very bad performance. I trust the guys. I trust Tibbs to get us back to what we were doing well. And, it's hard to have faith after a game like this, but I'm confident we're going to bounce back. Game 4 is going to be a much better performance. The Celtics are still going to play well, but, it's going to be a much better game. Please just come out seriously here. This is a very, very important game on either Monday or Tuesday. We need it. Let's just come out serious, fellas, okay? Also, the refs kind of stunk, but, we can't control that. So, hopefully next time out, Cat getting some calls. If not, just got to play through it.